Dunk, dunk, dunk. Today is the feast of Blessed or Saint Canisius. I'm going to mess this completely up, but he's got so many things, and I didn't write it down. So, Blessed, I want to say Peter Canisius. Lived in the 1500s. He became a Jesuit. He studied in law, theology, and I want to say poetry. These people are very well, they're a lot of, it's a class, I think they call that a classical education. They're taught all kinds of different, anyway. He went to a retreat with Blessed Peter Faber. Even I've heard of him. He was something to do. He was friends or talked to Saint Ignatius of Loyola. He was he was something with him, but he was also a friend with Saint Charles Borromeo and Saint Francis de Sales sought his advice. So, I mean, these guys are, they know, and they sought his advice. He did a catechism. He fought against, it was during the time of the Reformation, so he was in the middle of that, fighting back against that ridiculousness of leaving the church because there's some problems, so let's just start a new one. He had 200 revisions of his catechism. His catechism was translated into 12 languages, and at one point they didn't call it rather than the catechism, they were calling it the Canisius. He's a doctor of the church. He was sent by popes to do, on their behalf. In the meantime of doing all the studies, and he was, as usual with so many of these saints, a rector of this church. He was the not the abbey, but he was like the director of this church. And each of these things they do for like 2 years. It was amazing. He just, Saint Peter Canisius, and today is December the 21st, so you can look up the exact name and figure him out. December 21st. First one that came up, and he's got 4 saints, at least, that I've heard, that are super famous. De Sales, Ignatius of Loyola, Borromeo, Peter Faber. In his life, I think he was born, I'm not sure if he was born wealthy or not. Wasn't he pretty? I saw like 20 of them, and so I got them, and they were very impressive when you saw this in the middle of the winter. These 20 or so, these are a form of dogwood, not like a traditional dogwood that I know of, but it's very impressive for winter. I think we'll get some more, put them up on the hill there, and I think that would look really nice. Nice, some color in this gloomy time. But anyway, St. Peter Canisius. What else did he do? And in the meanwhile of all of that, he continuously worked in hospitals and prisons, taking care of those in need. So while he's directing, monitoring churches and cathedrals and writing the catechism, he continued to work for those in need, the prisoners, those who are sick. So St. Peter continued to visit me when I was in prison and care for me when I was sick. And that's why he's a saint. And you can do it too. So remember to ask the saints to pray for you, to God to give you strength, and you pray to the souls, for the souls, not to, for the souls in purgatory, that they will be able to see God sooner than later. Only a couple more days of Advent left. Guess it's time to start my shopping.